How you been feeling?
I've been solid. I've been good, Good to get out here, get a little running in. I finally got my cleats on now. Got up out of the turf shoes, so I'm good.
How close are you think to being ready?
Man, we got a little ways to go. Like I said earlier, just listen to the trainers, I've been begging to get in cleats, but they wouldn't let me until we got out here, so yeah, we got a little time.
Are you anxious?
Very. And we got a good little squad here, so I'm ready to get back out there and help the team win.
What still has to come for you to feel totally comfortable? What's lacking at this point?
I think at this point, obviously, it's got to get a little bit stronger, but it's really just mental now. Filling out what you can actually do, what you can't do. So that's a big thing for me right now.
So you're doing some lateral work. How important is that, moving laterally, for you to feel comfortable playing on your leg?
That's big, That's really all wide receivers do. So we're getting there. We're doing a little side shuffling and stuff like that. So we're getting there.
What do you think about this young group of receivers?
Huh?
What do you think about some of these young kids at wide out?
Oh, I like them. They're all smart, eager, ready to go, just like I was when I was a young bull. But, no, it's definitely fun to see them come out here and compete.
Is your goal still week one, Michael?
You didn't do a couple months ago.
What can I do now?
Yeah.
Shoot, I can do a whole lot now. I can do a lot now. We're out here running. I can feel the wind in my face again. But we still got a little bit of work.
What do you think? Ready to go full speed in terms of running straight and lateral and all that?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. It's day by day right now.
Until you get to that, that's when they can say, all right, let's.
Shoot, I still got to get in pads. So I still got a long way to go. But it's coming.
In your mind, are you still trying to make week one, or do you think that's not a reasonable possibility?
That's not a reasonable possibility.
I couldn't hear what you said.
It's not a reasonable possibility.
Week one. You say late September or October. That's a little more realistic for you.
I really don't know, but I know week one is not. That's not in the drawings. So.
What's been the toughest part of this process right now?
I think the toughest part is not being able to be out there. It's like you see everybody out here catching balls, making plays, and I just want to get out there and help. I want to be part of the action. I think that's the biggest thing, just watching them come out here every day, and all I can do is sit there and watch. So.
You had a health issue last year, and now you got one again. How do you mentally just prepare yourself? I got to rehab again.
It's really big, but since I've already been through the process, it's not exactly that bad. I know to keep a positive mindset, try to help the team out in any way I can, especially with these young guys, because they're going to have to step up, obviously. So that's what I've been really focusing on.
So you work with the young guys and advise them some do's and don'ts of the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because they're gonna have to play. Somebody gonna have to play. So why not help them out? Because they're all trying to do the same thing I am. Just get out there and make plays. So I gotta help them.
How much has Dak used his experience with an injury that put him out for a long period of time to maybe psychologically motivate you at times?
The way he came back, from his injury, that's like you said, big motivation. He came out here and balled, but the way he does his day-to-day routine, I just try to follow in his footsteps because, obviously work for him, so I don't see why it can't work for me.
Michael, what type of pressure CeeDee Lamb under? Cooper's gone. You're not going to be there that first week. You got a bunch of young guys. It's going to be a lot of focus on you.
Oh, yeah. But he's built for it. He came in here, making plays. Like, everybody knew about CeeDee Lamb before he even stepped on the field. So, he's definitely got it under his belt. He's going to do what he does.
You got hurt here. You talked about you in a contract year. So you get hurt at the end of the year. How concerned are you, blew it, even though it's nothing, it was out of your hands, you know what I'm saying? But are you concerned about that?
I wasn't concerned. If it didn't happen where I got to stay here, obviously you go somewhere else and you try to get back right. But I'm very blessed to be here. I'm glad the Jones family, got plenty of faith in me. So I'm gonna make them right.
How important was it for you to get the surgery done by the team doctor? I know you're rehabbing with Britt and just kind of stay in-house for that.
Oh, that was big time. Because, if it didn't work out like that, I would have been, working with them, and then halfway through I'd have to go change and have a whole new, thing to deal with, learn a whole new playbook, something like that. So it was definitely big for me to stay here.
your playbook, your expansion of the playbook, do a little bit more this year than previous years?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, when I get back, I'm sure I'll be all over the place, just like CD normally does. But I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting on it.
Being more versatile, that's big for you this year compared to what you always doing go routes or whatever.
Definitely, because I mean, we had Coop and CD, motion and all doing all type of stuff. So it's like, I'll hold down the X spot, no biggie.
How do you work to kind of? I know obviously your primary focus is getting healthy, getting right physically, but what are your steps and process to do that in terms of X and anywhere else they want you?
I mean, honestly, just show up to meetings, be attentive, ask questions. Nothing too crazy.
Amari went on Dallas radio last week and said that if Kellen decides to feature CD, then he's ready for the opportunity. Some people took that as a criticism of whether or not he'd feature. How do you view that comment, and do you think it's more of y'all had so many options last year that it wasn't about featuring one person, it was about working through?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm right behind Coop with that. I mean, if they put CD wherever they want to just to get on the ball, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. He's gonna make plays, and then that just opens me up because it's just gonna have him getting doubled or something like that. So I'm perfectly fine with that. When we had the trio, I mean, it was like who you gonna double? You gonna double Coop? You gonna double me? You gonna double CD? So that's the same. That's exactly what he's talking about. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm right behind him with it.
Having not done it this offseason, obviously, but in general, from your experience, the private throwing that Dak does with his receivers, how helpful has that been for you personally?
Oh, that's always been a great thing for us. Dak will have us over at his house or wherever we need to go throw, and that's big time. That's getting your chemistry with your quarterback. And so we love going over there. He normally, feeds us breakfast and stuff afterwards, so it's always a good time.
What did he make?
Amari's comments, did you take that as he was taking a shot at Kellen, or did you just he was just speaking his truth?
Nah, he's just trying to get playmakers the ball. That's it. Nah, he's speaking truth. He's right.
You talk about the trio that you guys had last year. Obviously still early on in camp, but as you watch these young guys, these new guys that have joined the roster, is there somebody that is kind of your leader in the clubhouse right now that you feel like could kind of form that trio with you and CD once you're back?
Man, there's a couple players that could do that. You got Noah Brown, you got Jalen Tolbert, you got James Washington, and they can all step up. And then some of the young bulls, I mean, really don't matter. We're going to surprise some people, as per usual.
What does the spread look like at Dak's house?
Huh?
When Dak has breakfast, what's the spread look like?
Man, anything and everything. Whatever you want, you got it. That's it. That's all I got to tell you.
What do you get?
Huh?
What do you usually eat?
Man, I'm with them pancakes.
Okay.
Pancakes all day.
Syrup?
Of course. Butter too.
Speaking of syrup, pancake, George?
All right.